ladies and gentlemen, the next segment is about well, empowering your people through the cloud. And what we mean by that, we would have seen Simone. She presented both MYOB Advanced People, the payroll product, now launched in New Zealand as well. It's been in Australia for a while. Got some fantastic features. It is the new replacement really for what was MYOB Exo Employer Services Suite. So do check that out and let your consultants know if you're keen to look at that. But also the workforce management, that whole area of headaches around rostering, onboarding, you know, recruitment, then onboarding, and all the issues around managing people. So I'd like you to put your seatbelts on, because Sophia is going to present workforce management to us now. And university tests have proven that Sophia delivers more information per second than any other presenter. So there's some fantastic stuff in this one. Let's go. Sophia, over to you.
Thanks, Grant. Hi, everyone. Workforce management is a cloud-based software where incorporating the functionalities of employee onboarding, rostering, timesheets, etc. Today, I will focus on some key functions in the system to give you a clear view about how this system could help you to manage the key activities across your business. At the moment we log into the workforce management, we'll see the dashboard. On the top left corner is the company location hierarchy, which has been pre-configured in your system. Because I've logged in as the user of administrator, firstly, we'll see all these annoying reminders always requiring our actions, which are absolutely important to our business. For example, employee requirement. Here are the expired licenses, qualifications, and visa reports for your employees. Other reminders such as unapproved leave requests, unapproved timesheets, etc. Below that, we may see several graphs suggesting different key information about your business. On the right-hand side is today's staff, showing who are on roster, who are on shift, and who have finished for the day. Now let's move on to onboarding. Whenever we get an ideal candidate is happy to sign the contract, the first thing we need to do is usually onboarding for the legal compliance purpose. Workforce management allows some generic onboarding setup. For example, if we go to management, settings, onboard settings, in here, we could upload the documents that we require employees to view and sign during their onboarding process. We could upload as many as I want. So we could customize the access by selecting their employment type, specifying their location, position, etc. There are also some substituted fields here. It means during the onboarding process, this message will be conveyed to the employee together with their document. This field will be replaced by the employee's actual name. Now, let's do an onboarding process together to invite a new hire to our organization. It's under Hire, Invite. In this page, we need to fill in the basic information of our employee so that they can receive their onboarding link via their email account. Information such as employee name, email address, position, which has been pre-populated in our system. Location. Permission group in workforce management refers to an employee as a user, what they can do and can see in the system. There are some default permission groups set up, such as administrator, manager, employee, etc. But we could always customize our own permission group. We need to specify employee's entity, employment type, remuneration type, whether the employee is under award or salary. Reporting line is very important because it refers to which manager in future will do the timesheet approval and leave request approval for this potential employee. Then it's commencement date for the employee. For this customer document area, we only need to upload a document that will require employees individually, such as their employment contract. If we click send, the employee will receive an onboarding link like this. It shows their basic information about their role, such as their position, reporting line, the employee could go to onboarding to access their onboarding link in here. So employees could access their onboarding link via various devices, such as their their mobile phones, their tablets, and their computers. To start with, employees need to sign for the acceptance of job details. By doing so, the system could capture the IP address of the employee, and this electronic signature meets both legal requirements in Australia and New Zealand. Then let's continue. Give consent to the terms and conditions. In here, the employee could view their standard hours. The employee needs to fill in their personal details in this page. This personal identification page allows employees to upload their photo identification or their evidence of working rights. Here I have uploaded the passport of Mr. Bing as our sample today. Qualification page allows employees to upload their licenses or tickets, which is required for their role, such as forklift driver license or working with children check. In this page, employees could do TFN declaration and Medicare levy declaration without submitting any manual form. Then bank account for the employee here. Employee needs to provide their superannuation details in this page and their emergency contact in this page. In the end, employees will access the onboarding documents that we have uploaded both in generic onboard setup and the employee's customer document area. So this brings to the end of the onboarding session for the employee. After the employee finish this onboarding session, the employee master file will be pushed through to both workforce management and advanced people site. And the employee will actually receiving a kind of emails telling them how do they access their employee mobile app so they can start clocking it out. But we will talk about this mobile app in the end of my presentation today. Now let's move on to roster. This rostering page allows us to view the rostering information of our employees in different time range by different elements such as employees or locations. We could also highlight the key information by different colors. For example, now we are viewing the rostering page for our employees by location. If I select color by employee, now we can see every employee has been assigned an individual color, and we have a rainbow page now. In terms of scheduling employees, there are a high level of flexibility in the system. We could either adding an individual employee by clicking this add icon, or we could update the employee schedule in bulk. There are several options. The first one is add standard hours. It allows us to add the standard hours which has been set up in employee master file. Another one is copy, allowing us to copy the shifts from prior date range to the upcoming rostering period. Another very handy function is templates and a smart roster. On the template, we could create our own template based on business needs. For example, you may want to create template based on different departments, different teams, or different locations. I have pre-populated some template for us here. We are going to apply one for demo purpose. We click apply, select starting date for the template, apply. Now we can see we have created some unassigned spots for the schedule with their roster information, location, and position information specified. If we click Smart Roster now, there are some key information set up in employees master file, such as their location, schedule, and their position etc. So the system will intelligently do an auto match between the employee's master file and the criteria set up in the template that we have just shown to you. So these are the intelligence of this system. Now let's move on to leave section. Indeed, in here, the manager could edit, approve, and delete the time entries which has been submitted from the employee's mobile app. Whenever this leave entry has been approved, the leave entry will be pushed through to the timesheets. On the timesheets area, managers could edit and approve the time entries which has been generated from the employee's activities, such as their clocking in and out in their employee mobile app, or their approved leave entries. Managers could do a bulk selection for the employee and do a bulk approval. Next stage, you may need a higher level manager for authorizing of the payroll, and the payroll officer could make these timesheets commit to payroll and add to payroll. Because we've got some pay rules set up based on the company's award interpretation or company EBA's interpretation, there are some pay rules attached to it. Then we have attached this pay rule to employees' master file under payroll and finance session. It means that whenever there is any time entries created for this employee, the pay rules will be applied automatically. So the payroll officer could download the calculated report from the workforce management site and to upload these timesheets to the Advanced People site. So now I'm going to introduce the mobile app to you, but maybe you need to bear for me for 1 second because I need to link my mobile phones. In here, I've logged in as the our employee Robert. We could see the upcoming roster in this roster icon. In this leave and availability icon, we could submit a leave request. We could also upload the supporting documents such as medical certificate. In this payroll icon, we can see the historical payslips. Under this clock in and out icon, we can do a clock in. So now I'm going to show you how to do a clock in this system. We'll go to clock in. We need to take a photo of yourself. Remember, smile. So in here, we could insert any clock in questions. For example, have you in contact with any COVID-19 cases? We click submit. Submit and clock in, then we are successfully clocked in. If we go to time entries now, under here, we will see the employee's clock in time. If we click complete, this will be pushed through to the timesheets. In here, you will see the employee's photo. If you click on here, if you click view on map, it allows you to see the employee's address while the employee was clocking in and out. This brings to the end of my presentation today. Thanks for your time, and back to you, Grant.